What is a depraved mind? The Bible says this in Romans 1:27-32. It says, in the same way, the men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another, talking about homosexuality. And it says men committed shameful acts with other men and received in themselves the due penalty for their error, which means you are building up judgment for yourself on the day of judgment for the errors of your actions. And then he says, furthermore, just as they did not think it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of God, so God gave them over to a depraved mind. So since they did not find it worthy or find it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of God, to know God, it says God gave them over to a depraved mind. Now, what is a depraved mind? It says they do what ought not to be done. It says they have become filled with every kind of wickedness, evil, greed, depravity. It says they are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, and malice. They are gossipers, slanderers, God haters, insolent, arrogant, boastful. They invent ways of doing evil. You invent ways. How evil do you have to be to invent ways of being evil? It says, but when you have a depraved mind, this is what you do. They disobey their parents. They have no understanding, no fidelity, no love, no mercy. Although they know God's righteous decree, they know it. They know that Jesus is the truth. They know what he did on the cross. And they know the standards of God. And it says, though they know God's righteous decree, that those who do such things deserve death. They do not only continue to do these very things, but they also approve of those who practice them. So it's not just doing them, but they approve. When you approve of someone who practices those things, you're going to be guilty of that judgment. You approve of the robbers, of the murderers. Oh, that's cool. That's gangsta. No, it's not cool and it's not gangsta. So God is saying this is what a depraved mind is when you do the things that ought not to be done. Do you have a depraved mind?